Hello, Kula here. For this video I have kind of a small Zoya slash Ulta haul for you guys. If you've watched my obscenely long video about nail polish, you'll know that I've been really wanting to branch out to different nail polish brands. I'm becoming a little oversaturated by julep, like it's not exciting me anymore. And one of the polishes I recently tried was Zoya, and I fell absolutely in love with the Zoya brand. So the two polishes I picked up for the very first time from Zoya were Hazel, which is the blue one, and Faye, which is like the purpley brown one. And it's just, I fell in love. Like, the formula of these polishes is just amazing. The color selection is amazing. I even just love these bottles. Like, I just love like how smooth they are, how sleek, just how luxe and professional they look, but they're still like simplistic. If you know, like a minimalist thing. So even the bottles I thought were amazing. And just going back to the formula, I just feel like Zoya polishes perform really well. Like, they perform equivalently to my higher end polishes, while these I would call more of a mid-range just based on price alone. Like, if these polishes cost the same as like my Butter London or my Juleps, like, I wouldn't bat an eye. Like, they're that good. And since they are more of a middle range, they're definitely affordable. Like, they really compare price-wise to OPI. I think a regular bottle is like $8. If you get a pixie dust, it's $9. And for that price, like I said, like, you do get a polish that feels very high-end. So I highly recommend Zoya. If you've never like tried a Zoya polish, try it. Like, it's definitely worth your money. So like I said, like, I fell in love with Zoya. I wanted to get more, and one color I especially wanted to pick up was Neely. Neely is a mint green from the summer 2013 collection, and while I know like we're in fall now, like officially it's fall, it's past the 21st of September, I love mint. I don't really want to give mint up, so I had to get it. Kind of one of the ways I know when I need to buy something, I'll go and like I'll see something in a store and like it'll catch my eye and I'll think about it. And if I stop thinking about it after a day or so, like, I know like, oh, it's just a passing fancy, it's not something that I really wanted. But if I keep thinking about it, I know it's something that I really want to get and that I will be very happy to add to my collection. And Neely kind of ended up that way. Like, I ended up thinking about Neely like for a good week after I went and bought these, and I was just like, okay, fine, like next time one of the coupons comes, the $3.50 off a $10 purchase, I'll go and buy it. So I waited and I got my coupon, and they were doing a special on Zoya where if you bought 3 Zoya polishes, you got a special like nail care kit from Zoya that was worth $22. So I was like, perfect, this is the perfect time to go. So I went and I picked up 3 polishes. I picked up 2 from the fall line, a pixie dust, because I really wanted to compare Zoya's pixie dust to OPI's liquid sands, which I don't like very much, and julep sea salts, which I do like very much. And then I got Neely as well. So these were the 3 colors I ended up picking up. You can see here, this is Neely, this is Navy, and this is Dara, and Dara is the pixie dust. And one thing too I like about the pixie dust, as I've noticed, is they have these more matte caps compared to the shiny ones. So if you're just looking from like the top down on them, you can immediately tell which ones are pixie dust, which is really great. So I got these colors here. I looked on Zoya's website, because they have a very nice website, and to get the color descriptions for you. And one thing I do really like too about the website is they have an opacity scale, which I find really helpful. They have 1 is sheer up to 5, which is opaque. And I find it sometimes hard with polishes, especially like if they have a lot of glitter in them. It can be hard to tell like how sheer a polish is without being able to see a swatch of it. So I really appreciate that Zoya has that on there. So we'll start with Neely, because that's the one that kind of started this whole thing that I really needed to get. So Neely is a full coverage earliest spring green in a glossy cream finish, and it is a 5 on the opacity scale. And the Navy, which is this one here, it's a sapphire blue metallic, and it was originally designed for the Zhang Toy Fall Winter 2013 collection. And this is Dara. It's a fiery orange copper with a matte textured sparkling metal finish because it's a pixie dust, and it is a 4. Now, like I said, Neely was the polish that, you know, made me go back and buy more. And the Navy and Dara were kind of surprise picks for me. When I was looking at the pixie dust, like, I really wanted to get Tomoko, but I was worried that it wouldn't look right on my skin just because it was kind of more of a yellowy champagne. And there was a really pretty purple one, there was a really pretty pink one, but, you know, for some reason, Dara just really grabbed my attention. Like, I don't really own any orange nail polish because I don't wear orange, but for fall, and for Halloween and October coming up, for some reason, I just knew I had to get Dara. So I picked Dara, and then navy is definitely not a color that I normally would pick. I'm not a big fan of wearing the dark colors. Like, that's kind of, you know, I keep saying this because it's fall now and all these videos have fall-themed products, but I don't like fall colors. I don't like the dark colors. I don't like the jewel tones. I don't think they look good on me. I'm going to keep wearing my mint just because I like being a rebel like that, but navy I picked up kind of on name alone because I know a couple navies, and it was funny to me to have a polish that had the name navy. But to be honest, it is actually a very pretty color. I wore this once kind of to show it off to the people who also know the navies, but it was really pretty. Like, it didn't admittedly work as well with me. You know, it didn't work well with my skin like the way I thought it wouldn't, but it was super pretty. So like I said, I also really debated about getting Tomoko, and I did end up going back and picking it up, and it ended up being free, which was really great. I went and I grabbed it, because what had happened is that I had come home and I showed my husband like the polishes I got, and I kind of talked to him about Tomoko, which is a romantic champagne silver metallic in the pixie dust finish, and he was like, wait a minute, like, this polish is like, you know, this pale, like, yellowy champagne color, and it's called Tomoko, and I was like, yeah, like, does that mean something to you? And apparently, there's a character in an anime called No Matter How I Look at It, It's You Guys' Fault I'm Not Popular, which is shortened to Watamote, I believe, and her name is Tomoko Kuroki. And I guess, like, her school uniform is basically this color, I mean, just not shiny, and it's kind of like her various attempts to become popular, but she's like this sort of awkward shy girl. So my husband was absolutely convinced that this polish was based on that character, and I'm like, I don't think Zoya would base a polish on an anime character, but I will admit that the coincidence is very amusing. So I definitely had to pick up Tomoko as well, so I went back in and I picked it up, and when I was checking out, the lady was like, oh, you have enough Ulta points to make this free. Do you want to use them? And I was like, yeah, why not? Because I had no idea I had that many points. So that was exciting. So I basically got these 3 polishes, I got Tomoko for free, and then for getting these 3, I got the special nail care kit, which is this guy right here. So this comes with a bottle of Remove Plus, a bottle of the Anchor Base Coat, the Armor Top Coat, and then the Fast Dry Drops. And I did use these, and I love this remover. Like, you all know, like, I'm really sad I won't be able to get my Sephora by OPI remover anymore, because that was my absolute favorite remover. Like, it took off polish like nothing else, and it smelled really good, and that they're not going to make it anymore, so I was crushed. But this Remove Plus has the same high points as the Sephora by OPI nail polish remover. Like, I really love the smell of this. It takes off the polish amazingly, and I think, like, it has a lot of conditioners in it. I don't know if you can see on the back here, it's really nice too. They kind of have like the 5-step way to use all the Zoya products. So this is the Zoya Remove Plus, which you can use to remove polish and to prepare your nail for polish. You know, the base coat, nail color, the top coat, and then the Fast Dry Speed Drops. I have used all these, like I said. I did really like the base coat, and I do really like the top coat. I'm not sure if I like them more than my Butter London base coat and top coat. I especially love my Butter London base coat. I especially love that it does have that tint to it, so it really like smooths out the colorization of your nail, which makes the polish color more smooth. And I felt like the top coat from my London, it's a little more glossy, and I feel like it dries a little better. But that might have been because of the dry drops. I never have good luck with dry drops. And this time I even made sure to wait like the minute after putting on the base coat before putting on the dry drops. But I put them on, and then you put 1 drop of nail, and you make sure it moves all over your nail, and then it says your nail polish is dry in 5 minutes. mine didn't. Like, I still got a whole bunch of smudging, and it just, I don't know. And then for some reason, like, they felt tacky for a really long time afterward, which is kind of been my experience with dry drops. I've used Julep's dry drops before, and I've used the Sephora dry drops. I don't know, I've never really had a good experience with dry drops, so I'm not sure if I'm just doing it wrong, or maybe it's like there's like an oil on my nail like that I make that interacts with it. I don't know. Never really had a good experience with dry drops, so I don't feel too confident in them, but the Remove Plus is just absolutely amazing, and I'm gonna have to get like a full-size bottle of it. So that was really great to get for free. I'm really glad I was able to try this out. And then since I said this was also kind of an Ulta haul as well, I did buy one more thing. I've been really wanting to try a dry shampoo. Like, people have been getting them like crazy in their subscription boxes like over the whole summer, and for some reason, like, I never really ended up with one. So I figured I'll just go and buy one. I'll get the one that, you know, people have really been talking about. So I ended up picking up, a bottle of dry shampoo. And as you notice, this one's blue and not red because they came out with a wavy and curly hair formula. Kind of one of the reasons why I've also been slightly avoiding dry shampoo is because I do have fine, dry, frizzy, curly hair, and I was always really afraid that the dry shampoo would make that worse. When my hair isn't like shampooed, like when it isn't clean, it actually ends up getting drier. Like, it doesn't really get oily. It just ends up really drying out and just really frizzing out. So I never really thought like a dry shampoo would work with my hair the way I wanted it to. So I was actually really excited to find a wavy and curly hair formulation that was specifically formulated to not be drying. Like, it would help with frizz, but it would help still dry up excess oil. But it has frizz controlling and conditioning. The only problem is it has argan extract, which I believe I am allergic to, or at least very sensitive to, because anytime I use an argan product on my skin, like, I break out. I used an argan like lip thing, and it just made the sides of my mouth crack terribly. I've used this a couple times, and it has made my head itch, but it hasn't made the skin around it itch. So, like, it didn't make my face itch, it didn't make my neck itch, it was just my scalp that was itchy. So I don't know if that was a reaction to the argan or just a reaction to the dry shampoo in general. I'm not particularly impressed with this. I don't really feel like it does anything refreshing to my hair. I feel like with my curly hair, something more like Ouida's Botanical Boost like mist spray is probably something that's going to be better for a second day unwashed hair than a dry shampoo. But I just really wanted to try it. Like, I've never tried one. This was only like $7 for this whole big bottle, so I figured why not. So I did try it. I'm not the most impressed. I might keep trying it to see if maybe it's just because I've never used a dry shampoo before, so I don't really know how to make it work well. But yeah, I thought that was super exciting that they have a special wavy and curly hair one now. It smells just like a normal hair product. It doesn't smell like terrible or anything. It's kind of, you shake it and you spray it every time. It works the same way the other one does. I might even try another brand. Another brand I know people got a lot in their boxes was Batiste, I think is how you say it. And Ulta has like the tiny little travel bottles for like $3-4, so I might pick one of those up to try. But I was really excited to try that. But I mean, overall, I was the most excited to get my Zoya polishes, especially Neely. And then I got Tomoko for free, which was a great bonus. And then I got this for free. So overall, I thought that was a really good haul. I do have some quick swatches for you guys too here. This is Neely, this is Dara, this is Navy, so you can see it's just this beautiful like deep sapphire, and this is Tomoko. So there you go. That is kind of my tiny Zoya / Ulta haul. If you haven't tried Zoya, like I said, please go and try it. Like, it's a very inexpensive polish for how good of a quality you get. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.